Welcome everyone to the day 10 of these 21 days of free meditation. We all welcome you to this beautiful Monday. Today we have a very special guest joining us all the way from England, London. Her name is Nicki Wells, and we're hearing her music during these 21 days meditation. And she's going to join us now live. And before we start the main part of the evening, she will just be singing a raga in Jayjaiwanti, and then she will take us to our devotional prayer, the three great mantras, the mantras that we say before the program. So I'll just bring Nicki on now. And hello, Nicki. Nice to see you.
Hello. Hi, Alex. Thank you for having me today. It's wonderful to be here.
So nice to have you here. So I guess we'll let you be spontaneous and show us your music and bring us into meditation.
Sure. Well, we can all just start by just gathering our awareness within ourselves and just getting into a meditative state. Shri Jai Ma Kripa Karo Shri Jai Ma Kripa Karo Shri Kripa Karo Shri Sab Sahjan ko Sab Sahjan ko Sukhi Karo Ma Kripa Karo Shri Jai Ma Kripa Karo Shri 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 We can start this program by singing the three great mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Yeah, it's always hard to speak after this. So thank you so much for that beautiful shloka and the mantras, the 3 Maha mantras. These are the mantras that we play at the beginning of these programs. That was very wonderful. So for those now people that are joining us, some people may be new. This might be your first time. So if you've just come to this program and you've logged in and you're new, you haven't come to Sahaja Yoga before, just if you're on Zoom, can you please go into the chat section and just write yes. So if you write yes, that means you'll be taken into a breakout room and you'll be given your self-realization. So you'll start your journey in Sahaja Yoga. So yes. So while everyone is writing yes, and if you have already come, you don't need to write anything and you can just continue to stay here and enjoy the program. So in the meantime, while everyone's writing yes that are new, I'll just introduce some of the presenters and volunteers for tonight. So first we have Phil here.
Hello.
Nice to see you, Phil.
You too, Alex.
So here, Phil will be doing your self-realization. He'll be facilitating that process for you. And that's going to facilitate your self-realization. So your Kundalini awakening. So you'll be going into a breakout room with Phil, and then you'll be going through that process.
Yes. All right. I'll see you in the breakout room for those that are joining. Thank you.
Fantastic. And then next we have Greg here. and Greg will be your presenter for this evening. How you going, Greg?
Welcome, everyone. Lovely to be here.
Wonderful. So Greg will be doing he'll be presenting the day 10. So we're in week 2, and today we'll be looking at yesterday we looked at the Muladhara and the Swadhisthana chakra, so the first 2 chakras, and now we'll be looking at the next 2 chakras. So we're looking at the Nabhi and the heart chakra. Isn't that correct, Greg?
No, that's not correct. We'll be doing the Nabhi and the void.
The Nabhi and the void. I was testing you.
I'm glad I'm on program.
It's a Nabhi and void. So fantastic. So where's the Nabhi and the void, Greg, for those new people?
The Nabhi is the navel, and the void is the area between the diaphragm and the pelvis.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3. So 3rd and 4th chakra. And so that's fantastic. We also have a special guest that will be joining us as well, that will come after Greg's little presentation. As you heard her before, her name is Nicki Wells, and she'll be also playing music, very meditative music, to actually help these 2 chakras awaken, and to help this Kundalini travel past these 2 chakras up higher, up to the top of our head. So if we can, so I'll bring also Nicki on, if I can.
Hi, Alex.
So hello, Nicki.
Hi,
again.
Greg.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Thanks for having me. Wonderful to be here.
Beautiful. So I think I think everyone has typed yes. So we'll just begin the program now. So we'll start with Greg, and then I'll see everyone in a little while, about an hour. Let's see.
Welcome, everybody. Shri Mataji used to say, "I bow to all the seekers of truth." That is what she used to start her public programs with, when she used to travel around the world giving self-realization to anywhere from 1 person to tens of thousands of people at a time. She traveled to South America, to North America, around Europe, all around the world. She very widely traveled. She had an incredibly busy program, all to give self-realization to seekers like you. And similarly, all of us, myself and the Sahaja Yoga team here, are trying to carry on that tradition and continue her work in giving self-realization to seekers. A little bit about myself. I've discovered yoga, I suppose, hatha yoga really, when I was 19, and I'd been on a search to know what the truth was, even traveling overseas extensively, and then coming back and realizing this yoga is too difficult, so I gave up. But as fate would have it, once I'd given up, I came upon Sahaja Yoga. Somebody in the office knew that I was into yoga, and he sent me a link to the website freemeditation.com, and I looked it up and I thought, that's funny, why shouldn't meditation be free? But a lot of times it's not, and people, some organizations charge for it. Anyway, once I it wasn't so quick, because I did the program. I got the paraphernalia and I followed the process, and I must admit I didn't feel anything, and I put everything back in the drawer, and then we eventually left the Snowy Mountains down in a little place called Cooma, and came to Brisbane, and I got the instructions out again, and I was on the train, and I thought, I'll give this another go. I was on the train, well, people are around, and I had my hand up here, and I could feel something. I thought, oh, there's something in this, and that's when I rang the free toll number, and I went to a program like this. Well, not an online program, a physical program, and I didn't look back. I started to feel the vibrations, and I just thought it was absolutely amazing. It answered so many questions of mine. It was experiential, and I've been involved ever since. So that was 2006, and I'm still in it in 2023. So just go quickly through the agenda. So first of all, we'll do a quick meditation, and then we'll let me just say that as we discussed before, this is about the Nabhi and the void. So we'll first of all do a quick self-realization meditation. We'll listen to a couple of talks of Shri Mataji's on the Nabhi and the void. And then we'll get Nicki back to sing some songs that are conducive to clearing the Nabhi and the void. And then we'll go through some information on the Nabhi and the void. And then we'll finish up. So I'll just get everyone to put their hands on their lap facing upwards with their attention on the top of their head. And with your right hand, I want you to put this at the junction of your left leg and torso. And here we'll say, Divine Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Just relax completely. We'll say, Divine Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Settling into a meditative state, we say, Shri Mataji, please give me the pure knowledge. Shri Mataji, please give me the pure knowledge. Now we'll move our right hand up to our heart with our attention on the top of our head. Here we're going to say, Divine Mother, I am the pure spirit. Divine Mother, I am the pure spirit. Divine Mother, I am the pure spirit. Then we're going to take our right hand and put it on our forehead, resting our head slightly in our hand. Keep our attention on the top of our head. Here we're going to say, Divine Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Divine Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Divine Mother, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Now taking our hand, stretching our palm and putting it on the top of our head, we're going to circle the scalp quite firmly. And here we're going to say, Divine Mother, please establish my self-realization. Divine Mother, please establish my self-realization. Divine Mother, please establish my self-realization. And then we're going to raise our hand just a little bit. Move it above the top of your head. And just move your hand backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. Be aware of any sensation on the top of your head. Now we're going to put our right hand down on our lap, and with our left hand, we're going to take some strands of Kundalini up our central channel to the top of our head, touch the top of your head, and we're going to do the same thing. Just move your hand backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. You can raise it higher if you like, but as long as you maintain that connection. And then put your left hand on your lap, and we'll just meditate for a short while. Completely relax. Let any thoughts come and go. Don't react to them. Okay, we didn't raise our Kundalini and put on a bandhan, so we'll do that now. We'll put our left hand in front of our lowest energy center, the Muladhara, and with our full attention on the central channel, we'll raise our Kundalini like we did before, raising the Kundalini up to the top of our head and tying one knot. Bring your hands back down to the Muladhara, the lowest energy center. Raise our Kundalini up with our attention coming up the central channel. Look in our hands as we tie the knot. Two knots. And then lowering our hands back to the lowest energy center, raising our Kundalini again. And tying 3 knots. Then we'll put our hands on our lap, and with our right hand, we'll take some earth energy from our left hand and take it over the top of our head like a rainbow, back to our left hand, over the top of our head, back to our left hand. And we do this 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we just finish on our right side. Okay, now we're going to play a couple of talks by Shri Mataji. One will be on the Nabhi, and the other will be on the void.
So in Sahaja Yoga, an artist who is struggling today may become a great artist tomorrow. But still I would say these are temptations. You'll become a great artist, you start earning more money, this, that. But that's not the one you have to really be satisfied with. You will never be satisfied with that. So you move to the third center, which we call as the Nabhi Chakra. This center is, on one side, is made of water, another side with fire. Around it are our 10 valencies, which we can call as our innate religion within ourselves. Now this Nabhi itself, or we can call the solar plexus, or we can say the navel, Chakra, gives us, as soon as the Kundalini rises, she awakens this, and the light, when it spreads, you become religious. I don't have to tell you anything. You just become. I don't have to say that you don't take drugs. You just don't take it. Overnight, I have seen people have given up drugs. Overnight alcoholism, overnight everything. And they enjoy their virtues. That's the best part of it. Some people think, oh, then what is the fun? What is this that you take something in the pub and next day you have hangover? Here you take something and next day you are much better off. It never comes down. It never gives you a reaction. It's not artificial. It's not intoxicating. It is from your nerves. It's bubbling out. So this is the center which is very important in us, because most of us have a problem with this center. And here we have a capacity by this center that we enjoy our generosity. Now all matter, whatever it is, we are materialistic, it's a good idea to be materialistic. But the matter is, the aesthetics of matters are that you can give it to others, suggesting you are loving it. I think that's the only thing a matter can do. And in a very special way you can express that love. For example, somebody likes a particular thing, you go all the way to get it, and give that small thing, very small thing, to the person, and the joy, not out of the money that you have spent, but the feelings you have expressed of knowing what that person would love. And this kind of a depth develops within you such lovable, beautiful society you enter into. And you don't need anything, because everybody is looking after your needs. Now I have told them I love flowers, because I don't take anything else. So you must see, whenever I come, my house is so filled with flowers that my husband was saying, let us go live in the garden and let the flowers be here. So, you see, the joy of giving comes from this center. And whatever you eat, whatever you have to eat, whatever is good for you, you eat. You don't have to bother as to what to eat, what not to eat. You just eat whatever is good for you, benevolent for you. You become so wise. And also you please others. You don't displease others by saying, this is bad food, I want that. I want goes away. What do you want? So like you would say, a candle which is not enlightened is waiting to be enlightened, is asking for the light. I want light. But once it is enlightened, it gives light to others automatically. Supposed to be. In the same way, you also start giving your light, your love, your joy to others. Automatically. I don't have to tell you. Nobody has to go through any 10 commandments anymore. Those days are gone. Now automatically you become like that. Very beautiful people, very affectionate and glorious, I should say. If you see the glow on the face of Sahaja-yogis, the face itself is radiant. Many people drop out their 10 years to 20 years in their age. And they are so enthusiastic, never get tired, especially in England. That's how all our laws have come. The 10 commandments of the Bible are the 10 sustenances that are within us. These are the 10 gurus who came on this earth to save human beings from getting out of the middle path, going more to the left and more to the right.
When the Kundalini enlightens the area of the void within us, we awaken this principle, i.e., by awakening this wisdom and balance, we can become the master of ourselves.
Surrounding the stomach is the area where one has to cross. And this area is actually the area of the masters. All the primordial masters were born in this area, like Moses, Socrates. There are main basic 10 primordial beings who came on this earth, who came to give us an idea as to our seeking, what we have to do. Basically, they came here to teach us how to balance ourselves, how to balance so we can ascend. Now, all these great prophets or primordial beings, we should say they were the ones who were the masters, they came to inform us that if you cross too much onto the left side or too much on the right side, then you will be falling in your sustenance, in your quality as a human being.
The void is the subtle area of the human body where illusion and reality confront each other.
So you have to be master of your own, but when the Guru principle comes in, you have to give it to others. It's a question of giving it to others, so you have to be at a higher level to give to others. Every day you must know which chakra to be cleared up. You must know about yourself, where is the problem, how it is to be cleansed, how we have to clear it out. Do not take it for granted. Many people who have got, say, left-sided problem, you will just bring them lemon and chilies and think our mother has done the job. I can only do the job temporarily. But if there's a vacuum, again you'll suck in. See, vacuums within you feel hungry again to have some more. So to take out that vacuum is your job, and for that you have to religiously get after all your defects. That's the most important thing for all of you. So first of all, you must get your chakras all right. On the chakras, you must put your attention. After the samadhi state, you will start opening them out properly. Clear them out. Know what are the chakras that are bad. I've seen people who have very bad few chakras and many good chakras, but they will be only enjoying the good chakras and will not worry about the bad ones. Pay attention to your bad chakras. Cleanse them, cleanse them. Put all your attention to that. Put the attention of the God, of the deity whom you worship. And you get the complete manifestation of their power within yourself. So clear all the chakras, all the pradeshas to be established, and after the establishment of the pradeshas, you have to establish the rapport with others on the collective level. Then a state where you become a complete spirit at Raga Chakra. easiest in Sahaja Yoga, and I have told you the reason, because you are such fortunate people. The easiest of easiest is Sahaja Yoga. The essence of Sahaja Yoga, that is the easiest thing to do. And that is why you should take full advantage of that easiest method made easy. Absolutely fine.
So Shri Mataji giving a talk on the Nabhi and the Void. Now we'll move on to Nicki Wells, who will sing a rag, rag Jayjaiwanti, and then she'll do some slokas for the Nabhi and the Void. So over to you, Nicki.
Thank you, Greg. So, with our attention, let us all ask within ourselves, Mother, please fill my Nabhi with peace and sustenance. And I will sing a shloka, which is an ancient Vedic hymn that activates and nourishes this center. Shantakaram Bhujagashayanam Padmanabham Suresham Vishwadharam Gaganaya Satrisham Meghavaranam Shubhagam Lakshmi Kantam Kamalanayanam Yogi Bhirdhyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhava Bhayaharam Sarvaloke Kanatam Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo And now with our attention, we can place it on the area around the Nabhi, which is the void. And we can ask within ourselves, Mother, let me be my own master. I am my own master. I am my own teacher, my own guru. Let these principles of mastery be awakened, fully awakened within me. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha
Thanks so much, Nicki. That was very peaceful, very enjoyable. Thank you very much. Okay, now we'll go through a presentation on the Nabhi and the void. I'll get one of the tech teams to bring it up. So we start off with a Nabhi Chakra, and particularly its physical location. So when we look at this picture, we see the subtle system. The physical manifestation of that subtle system is essentially the spinal cord and the nervous system. So the navel, the Nabhi, which means navel, it is situated on the spine at the level of the solar plexus, at the Nabhi, the navel, and that plexus has 10 nerves, main nerves, nerve branches that spread through the abdominal region. That's what it is on a grosser level. In terms of when we're in meditation, we feel the vibration of the Nabhi on our middle finger, and also on slightly to the back of the head, not the top, but slightly to the back, which is there, and also on our big toes. So when I talk about the left and the right hand, middle fingers, so the left obviously relates to the left Nabhi, the right middle finger relates to the right Nabhi, and same with the big toes. Left relates to the left nabi, and the right big toe relates to the right nabi. Okay, moving on. As I said, the nabi means the navel in Sanskrit. The nabi has 10 petals. I was talking about those 10 nerves that extend from the solar plexus. The number of petals relates to the number of nerves. And each of those petals, incidentally, also has an associated bija mantra, and that's where the Sanskrit language comes from. And the main chakra has a bija mantra as well. The element of the nabi is water, and it relates to the planet of Jupiter. Moving on. Here we see the 3 aspects of the Nabhi chakra. So we have the right Nabhi, the right side of the Nabhi, sitting on the Pingala Nadi, or the sun channel. And the central Nabhi being on the Sushumna Nadi, or the central channel. And the left Nabhi being on the Ida Nadi, or the moon channel. These 3 channels relate, if you know about Hinduism, to the 3 gunas, and everything in life, everything manifest has some balance of those 3 gunas in it. The interesting thing about that previous slide is that prior to self-realization, our central channel is very weak. And so we flick from the left channel to the right channel and back, and we can't get into the center, not very easily. But when we achieve our self-realization and we strengthen this central channel, then we're able to go from the left channel to the center, and from the center to the right and back. So up until self-realization, it's very difficult to get into that central channel and to achieve thoughtless awareness when the Kundalini comes up and exits through the top of the head. The physical organs that the Nabhi relates to on the left side, remembering that the left channel is the moon channel and its nature is cool, it relates to the spleen and pancreas. But also remember that the Swadhisthana also has some association with the spleen and pancreas. So both the Nabhi and the Swadhisthana control the spleen and pancreas. Then on the right side, we have the liver and gallbladder, which are more hot organs. So the liver filters all the toxins out of our body, and that can get very hot. And so that's why we use an ice pack on our liver to cool it down, and our gallbladder. And it also associates with the right channel, which relates to which can also get hot. And in the center, the center Nabhi relates to the stomach and the intestines. Similarly, with the liver and gallbladder, the Swadhisthana also has some control of the liver and gallbladder. So if your Swadhisthana gets overheated, then that can reflect in your liver, or your liver that can reflect. If your liver is overheated, it can reflect in your Swadhisthana and then affect your attention. Moving on, the qualities of the Nabhi are contentment and satisfaction. So when we get our self-realization, the stronger it becomes, the more satisfied and peaceful and content we have with the material wealth that we have. We don't need to be rich or famous. Yeah, we are content with what we have. It also relates to spiritual satisfaction, peace and joy, and generosity. Remember that generosity, when we're generous with our wealth and our time, that is giving of energy, and allowing this generosity enables us to achieve more It allows material goods or spiritual joy to come into our lives. It also gives us a sense of dignity, and the central Nabhi relates to evolution. This whole central channel actually relates to our evolution. The Nabhi relates to the satisfaction when we have food. We feel satisfied from eating that food, and then as we come up, this process of evolution enables us to achieve other spiritual qualities, such as forgiveness and love. The benefits of a balanced Nabhi is that it brings balance and peace into the family life. The left Nabhi particularly relates to the housewife. So having a balanced Nabhi brings peace and harmony into the life, into your family life, and it prevents worries about your daily life. It also prevents jealousy and greed, because we are content, spiritually content within, and we don't feel that we need to have more or have things that are outside of us, or that we don't need to hoard and hoard material wealth. It establishes righteousness, which is a sense of dharma, or being a sense of right. It develops a proper code of proper conduct, the right conduct, and it helps without achieving prosperity without seeking it, and it gives the joy of sharing. How do we balance the Nabhi? Like anything, I've just got the cat here. Meditating regularly. Doesn't have to be long, but being steadfast in our meditation, doing it morning and evening. And when you feel the desire, using prayer and affirmations, and using our hands to bandhan our Nabhi, and also vibrating our food and water with Shri Mataji's photo or with our hand. So on the left side, particularly, we can use the candle to warm up our cold Nabhi, and on the right-hand side, we can use an ice pack on the liver, which gets overheated, or on the right Nabhi. We can also use a foot soak with warm water for the left Nabhi, and we can use a cold water foot soak for the right side. In terms of affirmations, on the left side, and we'll do it now, we'll bring our attention to the top of our head, and we'll put our right hand on our left Nabhi. Our right hand relates to the center, to the channel of action, and is warm. And then we're putting it on the left Nabhi, which is cool. So to balance that, here we say, Mother, or Shri Mataji, I am generous, peaceful, and satisfied. So just feel that within. Shri Mataji, I am generous, peaceful, and satisfied. And just relax with that for a little while. And then we'll just do a bandhan to our left Nabhi, which is just slightly to the left of the center. Just bandhan it. If you can't feel a connection, just move your hand in and out until you feel that connection, and then start to bandhan it in a clockwise direction. Keeping your attention on the top of your head. Now we'll move our left hand to our right Nabhi, and here we say, Shri Mataji, You are the royal dignity within me, and you solve my money and family worries and take care of my well-being. So just settle into that. Okay. Settle into that. And then with your left hand, just circle the right Nabhi in a clockwise direction. And then we'll move our right hand to the central Nabhi. Feel that connection by moving your hand in and out. And here we'll say, Shri Mataji, please make me generous, peaceful, and satisfied. And then we'll just do a bandhan around our central Nabhi. Before we put our hands back on our lap and move on with the presentation. So the void is this area between the pelvis and the diaphragm, and it contains all of the abdominal organs. Its position in the head is up the top here, around the top of the head actually. The middle is the heart. On the hands, it relates to the circle around the Sahasrara. So not the middle, but the outer ring around the center of the hand, which relates to the Sahasrara. And on the feet, where it's shown. And you can see the void there highlighted in green between the diaphragm and the pelvis. So above it's the heart, and below it is the Swadhisthana. I'll move on to the next. The void relates to the element of water and has the color green. It's also called the Bhav Sagar, which is the ocean of illusion. It corresponds to the worldly laws and impulses one has to overcome in order to become the spirit. Great masters that have come, because this void relates to our self-mastery. Great masters have come that relate to this void area, and they've come to bring mankind back to the center path. Mankind tends to go awry, either into the left or into the right, and at regular periods throughout history, great masters such as Socrates, Janeshwara, Abraham, Moses have come to bring mankind back to the central path. Eventually, mankind departs from Dharma, the central path, and then another master will come to bring us back. The physical functions that it regulates include the stomach, the intestines, and as I said before, the abdominal organs and the digestive function. It relates to balance and depth, dharma and sustenance, righteousness, virtue. It gives us gravity, steadiness, decisiveness, and relates to our self-mastery. And it helps us to guide and help others to evolve spiritually. To balance the void, these first three chakras and the void, the Muladhara, the Swadhisthana, the Nabhi, and the void, all benefit from foot soaking. Being righteous, fair, and just helps us to achieve balance. and giving vibrations to the void by circling this void area with our attention in Sazra. Giving vibrations to the void also helps it. And we can also say affirmations. So affirmations include Shri Mataji, I am my own master. We can say that on our on the left side. On the right side, we can say, Shri Mataji, you are my guru. And in the center, we can say, Shri Mataji, please make me my own guru. So I just settle our attention before we finish up. We'll put our attention on the top of our head. We'll raise the Kundalini up to the top of our head, touch the top of our head, and just raise our hand above our head with our right hand. And then put our right hand down on our lap. And then we'll take some strands of Kundalini up with our left, touch the top of our head, and then raise our hand. And then move your hand backwards and forwards. Put your left hand back on your lap. And then we'll just clear our void area with our right hand, circling the void area. And then we'll bring our hands up to our heart level. And we'll just feel the condition of our chakras. And now we'll raise our Kundalini and put on a bandhan to finish off. So starting from the Muladhara, the lowest energy center, circling our hands up as we bring our attention up the central channel with complete awareness, tying one knot, taking our hands down, back to the Muladhara, taking our hands up with our attention up the central channel, and tying 2 knots as we look at our hands, lowering our hands back down to the Muladhara, raising our hands a 3rd time to the top of our head and tying 2, 3 knots. Bring our hands down to our lap, and with our right hand taking the earth energy from our left hand over the top of our head, back to our left hand. We do this 7 times and finish on our right. 4, 5, 6, 7. And we'll just bow to the spirit within us all. Thank you all for attending this program. I wish you well in your journey. And before I leave, I just ask that if you do enjoy this program, that you do seek out a Sahaja Yoga Center in your local area, or others that would like to practice with you, because collectivity is a very important part of Sahaja Yoga. And while it's important to meditate by ourselves, it's also good to meditate with others, to enjoy meditating with others, and particularly in a like-minded group. Thank you very much for attending. I wish you all well, and take care.
Wow, thank you so much, Greg. That was a beautiful presentation. Lots of information and vibrations.
Thanks, Alex.
Really wonderful.
Thank you very much.
I also want to thank all the other yogis in the breakout room, Phil there giving realization, and also to Nicki Wells. And I thought, since we have a special guest, Nicki here from England, I just thought maybe we could ask Nicki if she can agree just to end this program, if she could sing the Guru Ashtakam for us. That would be a beautiful end, I think, to this presentation. Is that okay, Nicki? Do you think you'll be able to do that?
That would be fine to do. I will just maybe can't do the whole all of it because I don't have the stanzas in front of me. However, I can probably just find it now.
Sure.
So Alex, you can
Yes.
do the formal part of the presentation of showing the website while Nicki
Yes.
is finding that. Yeah.
Of course, yes. So while Nicki is finding some lyrics to this song that she'll be singing for us, we'll just show you now the website where you can find a lot of this information. Also in Greg's presentation, he showed a lot of slides. So we'll just bring up this. So all the recordings and resources are all on this website. You can find it freemeditation.com.au/AUG 2023. You can also scan the barcode, QR code in front of you. And there will also be this, make sure you stay around. There will be, well, if you want to, I think you should, because it will be very beautiful coming from Nicki Wells live right now. And also it's a little bit spontaneous, which is always great. Here's another thing on the screen. We have the website here as well. So you can find this freemeditation.com.au/AUG 2023. We have all the previous recordings. We have week 1, so all the days, and then we have all the resources that go along with each day, and all the other resources like photos and videos. So if you don't have a photo of Shri Mataji and you want to meditate at home, which we all encourage you to do morning and evening, you can go along to one of the photos and you can download any of them, and then you can print them out at home. So, Nicki, are we? Do you think we are ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Fantastic. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining. We will now conclude with the Guru Ashtakam by Nicki Wells.
Shariram surupam sadarogamuktam yashasharuchitaram dhanam merutulyam manaschena laganam gururagripadme tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Kalatram dhanam putra putradi sarvam Gruham bandava savametati jatam Manaschena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Shadanga divedo mukhe shastra vidya कविर्वादिगाद्यां सुपाध्यां करोति मनश्चेन लगनं गुरुराग्रिपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Videsheshu manya swadesheshu danya Sadachara vruteshu mato nachanya Manashchena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Kshama mandale bhupa bhupala vrande Sada sevitam yasya padaravindam Manashchena laganam gururagripadme Tata kim tata kim tata kim tata kim Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Na bhoge na yoge na vavaji medhe न कण्ठा मुखे नैव वीते शुचितम् मनश्चेन लगनं गुरुराग्रिपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji. Aranyena vasyana gehena karye न देहे मनुवर्तते मेत्पनाघे गुरु अष्टकं या पतेत् पुण्यदेहि यति भूपति ब्रह्मचारी च गेहि मनश्चेन लगनं गुरुराग्रिपद्मे तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् तथा किं तथा किं तथा किं तथा किम् Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Shri Mataji, Jai Mataji.
Doing so many, thank you so much, Nicki Wells, doing so many namaste. So much gratitude to all this beautiful music and all these beautiful presenters today.
Thank
So
you.
that
For having me
concludes
today.
for day, sorry?
Thank you for having me today.
Ah, our pleasure, our pleasure. So this concludes day 10 of our 21 days for meditation. Please join us tomorrow for day 11, courage to follow your heart. So thank you all. See you tomorrow.